Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by the world that you just wanted to shut it all out? For Marley, a graphic novelist living in the heart of a chaotic city, that feeling was his everyday reality. He was an island, navigating a sea of blaring sirens, jackhammers, and shouting voices, all silenced by his expensive noise-canceling headphones. His apartment was a sterile, minimalist, boxer fortress of quiet. The only sound was the hum of the fridge and the lonely clink of his spoon against a teacup. His life was a beautiful, silent illustration, but the pages felt empty. One day, a flyer on a lamppost caught his eye. Community Adoption Day. Give a lonely heart a home. A blurry picture of a scruffy dog with earnest eyes seemed to stare right at him. This was the nudge he didn't know he needed. At the animal shelter, the noise was a tidal wave. Barking echoed off the concrete walls, and Marley felt his chest tighten. It was all too much. He was about to retreat back into his silent world when he saw him. In the very last kennel, a terrier mix named Chewie sat perfectly still. He wasn't barking or jumping. He just watched Marley with a universe of patience in his deep, brown eyes. The sign on his kennel read, "Quiet, observant, kneeling down." Marley took off his headphones. In the middle of the chaos, there was a pocket of silence between them. Chewie pushed his nose through the bars, and his tail gave one slow, deliberate thump. A connection was made, a silent understanding passed between two lonely souls. Bringing Chewie home changed everything. Marley's quiet, sterile apartment was now filled with the soft sounds of a new life, the gentle click-clack of Chewie's nails on the floor, the warm, breathing weight of him curled at Marley's feet. For the first time, Marley started leaving his headphones behind. Finding Chewie's presence acted as a filter for the city's noise. The world didn't seem so aggressive anymore. They shared popcorn on the couch, and Marley found himself laughing, real, genuine laugh that filled the room. But there was a mystery to Chewie. He was completely silent. He never barked, whined, or made any sound at all. A trip to the vet, Ariel, revealed a faint scar on Chewie's flank and old burn. Ariel suspected he might have been in a fire. The thought that this gentle dog had suffered something so terrifying broke Marley's heart. One night, during a thunderstorm, Chewie trembled violently, staring at the flashing sky, but still, not a sound escaped him. Marley just held him close, whispering, "It's okay. You can make noise." The breakthrough came on a dusky evening in the alley behind their building. A baby's frantic cries came from a nearby basement window. Suddenly, Chewie froze. His body began to tremble more intensely than it ever had during the storm. It was clear he was reliving a memory flame smoke and the sound of a crying baby. Then, it happened. A sound ripped from Chewie's chest, a desperate, piercing bark filled with raw, urgent purpose. He clawed at the window, barking again and again, lost in a traumatic past. The baby's mother assured them everything was fine, but Chewie was inconsolable, barking at a ghost fire, trying to save a ghost child. Marley didn't scold him. He dropped to his knees in the dirty alley and wrapped Chewie in a hug, his own voice choked with emotion. "It's okay," he whispered into Chewie's fur. "You saved her. You're a good boy." Slowly, the bark subsided into whimpers, and Chewie collapsed against him, exhausted but finally free. Later that night, on the rooftop, the city lights hummed below them. It wasn't silent, but it wasn't noise anymore. It was just life. Marley realized he hadn't been hiding from the noise, and Chewie hadn't been guarding a secret. They were both just waiting for the one sound that made all the others make sense. Marley tossed a tennis ball. For the first time, Chewie chased it with a joyful spring in his step. He brought it back and let out a single, clear, happy bark. Marley laughed, a full, unrestrained sound that joined the symphony of the city. Together, on their rooftop island, a man and his dog were no longer lonely. They had found each other's frequency. This story shows us that connection isn't about escaping the world, but about finding the one voice that helps you hear the music in the noise. It reminds us that sometimes our deepest wounds are healed when we find the courage to help someone else heal theirs. What did you think of Marley and Chewie's journey? Let me know in the comments below. And if you loved this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more content that touches the heart. Thanks for watching.